And it's stuck to roll up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrists. And across the knuckles. And let's do the fingers, thumb and index finger. Middle finger. Ring finger. And pinky. And then on the other hand, same thing, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's toss the ball in the air. Three, two, one, and put it on the floor. That's how the feet feel. Step on the ball right in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Move it up to the knuckles, press down on each going across. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Bring the ball to the crease between the knuckles and the toes and press the toes in the ball into the ball. Raise the toes up and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, reassess. And go to the other foot. Pressing down 3 times. Knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Middle of the foot and wiggle. Press the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Press. Wiggle. And scribble. And 3, 2, 1. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess And then let's do some wood chops. We'll do 7 through the middle and then 7 diagonally across from both sides. Keeping the spine neutral as you hinge at the waist. Bending slightly at the knees when you come down. That's 7. Going across. And then when you're done, shake the tree. Three, 2, on the center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And let's center. We're going to do Michael Wynn's primordial Tai Chi today. So hands are relaxed in front. Going to bend the knees, bring them up front. Palms out, bring them down. Form a chi ball. Move that right hand up to the right side as you pivot on your right heel. It's about third eye height. Bring it back down. Same thing with the left hand to the left side. Bring it back down. Chi ball in the front. Bring it up to the heart. Out. Down. Back up. And then to the right. Bring it over to the left. Back to the right. Then in front, the right hand is below, the left hand is on top. Bring the right hand up as the left hand goes down. And then the right hand goes down. Left hand comes up. Pivot on your left heel. Turn left as you throw a pitch. Bring it in. Left hand goes out. Right hand gathers chi. Left hand goes out. Pivot on your left heel again and you're turning completely around backwards. Right hand is on the bottom, left hand on top. Bring the right hand around as the left hand goes down. And the left hand comes back up on top. Pivot on the left heel. Turn left again. Throw the pitch. Left hand out. Right hand out. Left hand out. Both arms out. Bend down. Gather chi. Come up with your right hand on top of your left hand. Up to the crown. And bring them both down the spine. The lower dantian, just below the navel, and take 2 breaths. Come around and take 16 steps with each foot or so. And then we're going to go elbow towards the knee. On the other side. You buddy. And then slap the opposite heel in front about 8 times. And then slap it behind. And then take 8 cross steps with a twist. And walk, march, or jog. We got some seated core and leg exercises today. We're going to do 10 sit stands before we sit down. But if you want to do rapid squats, I think I do. Go right ahead. Keep doing what you're doing or something else to get the heart rate going. Whatever you do, be safe. Five Tibetans in the after class. Gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. That's 10. $20. And 30. 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up. If you can come up on your toes, do so. Otherwise, just stretch. And coming down, bend back if you can. Coming back to center, drop one hand to the side, bend over in that direction. And then come back up, drop the other hand, and bend in that direction. Back to center, interlace the fingers again. Bring the hands down, push out at the chest. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Raise the hands up. A little higher. Come on down and shrug. Oxy the kitten is wrestling Alaska again this morning. And put your fingers on your shoulders and let's make big circle in front with the elbows. And then go backwards. And then extend the arms and tap the shoulders. And then give yourself a big bear hug. Inhale, extend, another bear hug with the other arm on top. One more time each way. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in on the elbow. And then the other. And then grab both elbows and rock side to side. Extend your hand fingers up and pull back. Flop the wrists. Make a circle 5 ways in one direction. And then the other. Fingers down, pull back. And flop the wrist, wiggle the fingers, make a fist. Other hand, fingers up. Flop the wrists. Make a circle. Go the other way. Fingers down. Flop, wiggle and make a fist. Come on down and rotate the neck. And go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come to center, tuck in your chin and peck like a pigeon. And let's do a side lunge. Go the other way. And we'll grab a stick. Going to do the GymStick routine. So we're going to start with some dynamic swimmers behind the back in one direction. And then the other. And then stick up overhead and go side to side. And then behind the back, around the waist, twist at the waist. And then drop it to just above the bend of the knees, Bring your hands around in front between the kneecaps. Keep your spine in neutral and pull up. Bring the stick around front. Hold on with two hands near the top. Step back. Hinge at the waist. Stretch the upper body. Come on up. Bring the stick across the body with one hand. Put the other one underneath the armpit. Hinge at the waist. Tug gently on the shoulder. And then do the same thing the other way. You're on candid camera. Come on up. Put the stick side of the foot, push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom as you hinge at the waist. And then go to the other foot and do the same thing. Bring the stick in front of one foot, move that up about 6 inches away in front of you. Drop the stick to the collarbone, slide down the stick and stretch the hamstrings as you lean back. Come on up, do the same thing on the other foot. Come on up, press the sole of the first foot against the stick. Stretch the calf muscles. Other foot. Bring one leg out in front, bend at the knee. Other foot is behind you. You're on the balls of your feet. Come on down and stretch those hip flexors. Switch position on the legs. Same thing. Other side. Go on up. Grab one leg by the ankle or the shin or the toes. And stretch the quads. And then the other. And then bring the other foot in front. Push the kneecap towards the back. Hinge at the waist. Come on down. Other foot. Same thing. Then come down. Put the stick in front. Hold on with one or a finger or two. Step back. Up on your toes, back on your heels about 15 times. $14 for me. 15 will do it. Let's put the stick down and grab a chair. Stick this down a little. So I'm going to start by putting our hands up in the air parallel to the ears, coming forward about 45 degrees and back 7 times. The core engaged. And cross your hands, cross your chest. You're in the middle of the chair. Come back and tap it. And then stand up and sit down. Stand up. We'll do this 7 times. And sit down. Reach across 45 degrees and up. Put your hands out. Slide to one side and then the other, using your pelvis. And cross one leg over the other. And rotate the ankle 5 times in one direction. And then 5 in the other. Point your toes towards your shin and away 10 times. Put your hands on your knee, bend at the waist, and push down on the knee as you do so. And come on up, cross the other leg, rotate the ankle 5 times each way. Point it towards the shin and away 10 times. Hands on the knees, hinge at the waist and push. And then extend your legs out, come across and go towards your toes. If you can touch them, great. If not, just go towards. Come on back up. You're in the middle of the chair. Let's do some marching. And then some seated jacks. And then turn sideways in the chair, grab the back of the chair and look over your back shoulder, giving yourself a nice spinal twist. And release. And do it another time, one more time. And release. Go the other way. Same thing. Twist. And release. And twist. And release. And we'll do the coffee breath seated today. So the coffee breath again is 20 rapid exhales through the nose, almost like you're sneezing. And then we're going to take 2 breaths in and out, normal breaths, 20 more, 2 breaths, 20 more. And we should come out of that energized for our closing Qigong. Ready? Round 2. And 3rd round. And we'll stand up, get the chair out of the way, and rub those hands together to cultivate chi. And form a chi ball. And let it move us around. Get that ball. And center. 2 breaths. Let us open our heart. And pause on this inhale. And let it go as we exhale. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. We'll go down, we'll gather it up. And okay.
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, you're welcome. Have a great weekend, Chuck.
Thanks, Tom.
And Nina, take care.
Woof bark, meow.
Woof bark meow. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. That Moxie is something else.
Yeah, really. Thank you, Tom.
All right. Have a great one.
You too.
Okay. And for the rest of you, we're going to do some 5 Tibetans. That would be Alaska, Moxie, and me. And whoever comes on the video, too. Welcome. Bye. I think I'm going to do this whole set, whole 21. I think that's 15, 16. Couple of breaths. You want the regular modified versions? Just look at any other Saturday, pretty much. Going to switch the camera to the floor. And do 21 unmodified versions of the second Tibetan. And take the 2 breaths. Getting up on our knees. Hands behind the thighs. And extend it back. Handful. And then sit down to take the breaths. Do some breaths. Two breaths. Maybe three. Coming around. Gonna do down dog, up dog. Yeah. Coming around. Taking a couple of breaths. Then I'll rotate 11 times in one direction, 10 in the other. And then do rounded box breath. And stretching out. Four in, four hold, four out, four hold. Coming up, switching position to legs. What was on top goes on the bottom, what was in front goes behind. and do the 10 and 11. And then the box read it again. No.